Hello, hello. Episode 4 of the Quiet Your Inner Mean Girl podcast. We are back. I'm so excited, and I am just so full of energy for today's topic. I get super passionate about this. It's nothing new, but I hope that it helps you to think about it differently. And what we're going to talk about is your why. All right. And I'm going to give you some framework for you to think about this because what I want you to do is to ground yourself in your why that is so compelling that it feels harder to not take steps towards your goal, towards the habits, towards the confidence, towards the life that you want to create, because it is pulling you so hard in that direction. That's how grounded I want you to be in your why. So we're going to dive in. But first, I want to just say I just spent 3 days down in New Jersey visiting my parents and seeing my entire family. And I am just filled up in the best of ways. We had so much fun. All of my nieces and nephews were there. My kids just love them so much. And we were just able to really soak it all in. I moved all of my client calls to Monday or Friday, or was able to reschedule them. And so it really just cleared out my calendar to soak in all of those little memories with my family. And it also was such a great reminder of rooting yourself in your compelling why that allows you to create space in your day, in your week, to take time off, to miss a day, and to not beat yourself up about it, to not let your inner mean girl take over, knowing that everything you do can be an opportunity to see yourself as moving closer to your goals. Okay, so your why, and even more so, your compelling why. And I think this is the difference. I think most of us create a goal with a why behind it. I see this with my clients. When they first get on their consultation call, they tell me what it is that they want. They want to feel healthier. They want to lose weight. They want to move their body more. They want to create more boundaries between work and home so that they can create more balance in their lives. They want to create a morning routine. They want to get up with their alarm in the morning and they know why they want it, right? They know when they lose weight, they'll feel better. They know that starting their morning earlier will give them more time in their day, will allow them to have a slower start, to move their body without having to do it after work and life and all of the things take over. But when that alarm goes off, knowing that I'm going to feel better, I'm going to feel more organized, I'm going to get this workout in is not enough for them. Or when the scale doesn't move or it goes up, knowing like I'm going to feel better at the end of this isn't enough. It's too easily forgotten. It's not compelling enough. They didn't root themselves in the why and the impact of that why strong enough. They were kind of just like, okay, here's what I want, and I know why I want it, and here I go. And by all means, like, I want you to go. I want you to start. Too many of us sit around and we wait until we're ready. We wait for the perfect time. We wait till we're not busy. We wait till we're not tired. But I want you to know why you are doing it, to feel so deeply rooted in your why that it is harder to, to not go after it than it is to take that first step. Because that first step, like in episode 1, I told you, that first step is going to feel hard. It's going to feel scary. You're going to have to do it before you're ready, before you know how it's going to work out. But when you know why you want to do it and you feel that pull, because you've made your why so compelling, that is so much bigger than any of the scariness, any of the not feeling ready, any of the not knowing how it's going to turn out. So I'm going to give you 4 questions to think about. I want you to keep this really simple, but I also want you to root yourself deeply in this. Okay. So the 4 questions, the first one is what most of us know, right? The first thing that most of us will go to is, why do I want this? So when you think about the goal that you want to achieve, the habit that you want to create, the confidence you want to build, the life you want to be living, why do you want that? And then I want you to follow up each of these 4 questions with, why is this important to me? So why do I want this? Why is this important to me? And start to notice, like, do I feel this pull? Does anything change when I think about why I want this and why it's important to me? Okay. Then question number 2, what will it mean to you when you achieve this? What will be different? How will you feel then that is different than how you feel now? What is the impact of what achieving this goal will mean to you? And why is that important to you? Why is it important to you that you create that morning routine? Why is it important to you that you lose the weight? Why is it important to you to feel comfortable in your own clothes, in your own skin? Why is it important to you to quiet that inner mean girl? Okay, so that's question 2. What will it mean when you achieve this goal? Followed by, why is this important to me? The third question is, what will the impact of you achieving this goal be on other people around you? What will the impact of you getting up with your alarm be on your partner, on your kids, on your colleagues, on your job? What will the impact be when you do this thing that you keep telling yourself you want to do, but you haven't yet done? And why is that important to you? Why is it important to you to have this impact, to show up differently for them? And check in. Do you feel that pull? And if not, well, go a little deeper. Maybe you missed something. What will the impact be? Think about it. Really think about it. Put yourself in the position of having already achieved it. What is different then? And then the last question, the 4th question, is, what is the impact on your life of achieving this goal? When you have created these habits, when you feel as confident as you believe you can feel, when you've created a life that is filled with the things that you really want it to be filled with, that you no longer feel guilty, you're no longer beating yourself up, you're no longer listening to that inner ego, what is the impact on your life? And why is that important to you? And what I want you to do throughout this whole process, as you dig into these 4 questions, is to go so deep that you feel the pull to do this. I did this with this podcast, right? It is the thing that got me to do it when I was scared, when I wasn't feeling ready, when I didn't know what to do and still don't know exactly what to do and how it's going to turn out. The thing that got me to do it before I was ready was my compelling why. When I thought about being able to connect with other women who are battling their inner mean girl in some way, this looks different for all of us. But when I thought about being able to connect with her and just let her know, like, hey, I know what's happening. I feel you. I hear you. I see you. I was you. And it can be better. And you can do it. I believe that it's possible for you. When I thought about her hearing this message and just believing a little bit more, that maybe it's possible. Maybe if she can do it, if somebody else can do it, I can do it too. maybe it moves her from believing like, I don't know, I've tried all of these things in the past, to maybe I can do it. Or starting to think about what that first step for her may be. When I thought about, wow, if she believes in herself, if I can get her to believe that her goals are possible in herself, that she can do it, and she does it, what's the impact for her on her life and her kids and her partner? Right? So many of my clients are like, I have such a better relationship now with my partner because of this work. I'm so much more present with my kids now. And I just think about, if that is the impact on just their partner or their kids, then what is the impact beyond them? And when I think about how deeply I can take this work, how much I can just inspire somebody to go out and do something that they have been afraid to do, it feels harder for me to not do the thing that I'm scared to do, the thing that I'm not yet ready to do. It feels harder not to do it, because not doing it means that somebody out there may not believe in themselves. They may not think it's possible. And if I can shed a little bit of light, a little bit of confidence on them, how can I not show up? That is your compelling why. That is what I want you to find today. I want you to deeply, deeply root yourself in why you want this. And then I want you to believe in yourself enough to think about, but what if it was possible? What if I could do it? Even when it feels scary, even when I don't know what I'm doing, even when my inner mean girl is loud, how can I find that confident self to just take that first step, knowing that that why is so important? Find your compelling why. Why do you want it? What will it mean when you achieve it? What will be the impact on others? And what will be the impact on your life? And for each of those, why is that important to you? Take this work so deep that it pulls you into your confident self to take that first step. That, my friend, is your compelling why. I would love to hear from you on your compelling why and whether this was helpful. I would also love to hear from you what you think about this podcast. Please, please leave me a comment and let me know. And if you are not getting these directly to your email list, join my email list. Go to Wellness with Abby H. Link is in the bio, and get on the email list so you get these right to your inbox every Friday morning. All right, my friends, thank you so much for your support always. And I hope that you take this work as deep as you feel compelled to do until you find that compelling why. Right? Bye, my friends.